Welcome to online lecture series in organic chemistry. In this video, I am going to start the new chapter, that is metallurgy. Now, out of various metals, the metals such as silver, gold, platinum, these are called as noble metals. These metals exist in nature in free state because these metals are less reactive, and therefore in nature they exist in free state, whereas most of the other metals, that is alkali metals, alkaline earth metals, some transition elements, lanthanides, actinides, all these metals occur in nature in combined state in the form of oxides, carbonates, sulfides, halides, etc. Especially sodium, potassium, these occur in the form of chlorides as a sodium chloride, potassium chloride, etc. Now the combined state of metal in the form of sulfide or oxide or carbonate, by which metal occurs, this is nothing but mineral. The combined state of metal compound which occur naturally in the earth crust, it is called as mineral. And every mineral is not suitable for the extraction of metal. Actually, metal is extracted from the mineral. So mineral, it is the combined state of metal, and from that mineral, metal is extracted by following some metallurgical operations. But each and every mineral, it is not suitable for the extraction of metal, but the mineral from which metal can be economically and conveniently extracted, it is called as ore. Next term is ore. What is ore? Ore, it is nothing but mineral from which metal can be extracted economically and conveniently, and therefore all minerals are not ores, but all ores are the minerals. Actually, ores are the minerals from which metal is extracted economically and conveniently. Now each and every mineral associated with impurity, and that impurity, it is called as gangue. The next term is gangue. Now what do you mean by gangue? The earthy and undesirable materials or impurities associated with the ore, it is called as gangue or matrix. And again, now most important thing is, what is metallurgy now? The scientific and technological process of isolation of metal from their ores by economical means, it is called as metallurgy. So metallurgy, it is the technological process of isolation of metal from ore, and this process must be economical and convenient. So this is what do we mean by metallurgy, and these are the some terms, meaning of mineral, ore, gangue, and what is the meaning of metallurgy. Actually, for the removal of gangue or matrix, some substance is added, that is flux. Flux combines with gangue and there is a formation of new compound, that is slag. In detail we are going to discuss in next section. Now what are the types of metallurgy? There are three important types of metallurgy, that is pyrometallurgy, electrometallurgy, and hydrometallurgy. Let us discuss one by one. Now first of all, pyrometallurgy. Actually these types are depending upon the operations involved for the extraction of metal economically from its ore. So first type is pyrometallurgy. Now pyrometallurgy, it deals with the chemical reactions at high temperature ranging from 373 Kelvin to 3273 Kelvin. Especially heavy metals like copper, iron, zinc, lead, these are extracted by pyrometallurgy. Pyrometallurgy involves calcination, roasting and smelting. These are the three important steps involved in this pyrometallurgy. Now what is calcination? So calcination means, actually it is basically applied to the non-sulfide ores, and it is the process in which ore is heated strongly below its melting point in the limited supply of air or in the absence of air. This is what is calcination. Now why there is a need of calcination? Calcination required to remove volatile organics and carbon dioxides or water from the ore and to convert non-oxide ore into oxide ore. So for example, when this aluminum hydroxide, when it is heated in limited supply of air, then aluminum hydroxide, it is converted into oxide, corresponding oxide, and there is a loss of water. Similarly, this ferric hydroxide, when heated in limited supply of air, then it is converted into ferric oxide and there is a loss of water. So in this way calcination is carried out to remove the volatile matter present in the ore or to convert other ores into actually for some ores oxide is formed, but main reason for calcination is to remove the volatile organics and carbon dioxide or chemically bound water. Now next step is roasting. One of the important step of pyrometallurgy is roasting. Now roasting means heating of ore in the presence of air. This roasting is carried out, again it is carried out for the sulfide ores to convert sulfide ore into oxide. So during roasting, sulfide ore is converted into oxide. So roasting involves the conversion of sulfide ore to their oxides by reaction with air or oxygen. For example, when zinc sulfide is heated with oxygen, there is a formation of zinc oxide and sulfur dioxide. Reaction is exothermic. Once reaction is started, that temperature is automatically attained and reaction will go on. Similarly, when iron sulfide is heated in presence of oxygen, there is a conversion of iron sulfide into oxide, ferric oxide. This reaction is also exothermic. This is what is one of the important steps of pyrometallurgy, that is roasting. Now next step is smelting. Now this step is also equally important. In smelting, the metal oxide, it is reduced to metal and the metal is separated from its impurities by melting. So most of the time this smelting is carried out in a furnace, that is blast furnace or flash smelters. During smelting, ore is heated in presence of flux. What is the role of flux? Actually flux able to remove the gangue part, as well as it lowers the melting temperature of ore. Normally limestone, that is calcium carbonate, dolomite, that is CaCO3, MgCO3, these are the typical fluxes used in blast furnaces. Now in some types of furnace, for example blast furnace and flash smelters, the roasting and smelting operations are carried out together. As an example, you consider the extraction of iron from hematite. In the extraction of iron from hematite, the reduction reaction of iron oxide takes place in blast furnace. Here the ore is reduced to iron by heating it with carbon in the form of coke. Now here carbon or coke, when heated, there is a formation of carbon monoxide, and you know carbon monoxide, it is a reducing agent which converts ferric oxide to iron. For example, at high temperature, so during smelting, ore is heated with carbon, for example, so this carbon gets converted into carbon monoxide at high temperature. This is reducing agent. This carbon monoxide combines with ore, and this ore is converted into metal, which may be impure. It is further purified. Similarly, you know, at the time of smelting, as I said, flux is added to lower the temperature as well as to remove the gangue. For example, when calcium carbonate is added at high temperature, it is converted into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. This calcium oxide combines with gangue. Suppose silica is the gangue, then there is a formation of calcium silicate. This is the slag. Now slag floats on the surface because slag is lighter and its melting point is lower than the melting point of metal or ore. So this slag, it is further removed. So these are the important steps involved during the smelting. So this is about the pyrometallurgy. Now next type is electrometallurgy. Electrometallurgical process involves electrolysis of metal compounds in their aqueous or anhydrous molten state. The active metals like magnesium, calcium, sodium are obtained by electrolysis of their chlorides, oxides or hydroxides in their fused state. As an example, consider the extraction of sodium from sodium chloride. So sodium is extracted by electrolysis of sodium chloride. So melting point of sodium chloride is very high, that is 1073 Kelvin. Now in order to, it is very difficult to carry out the electrolytic process at this very high temperature. In order to lower the temperature of this sodium chloride, calcium chloride is mixed with sodium chloride. So first of all, the mixture of sodium chloride and calcium chloride, it is strongly heated and electric current is passed. So this calcium chloride lowers the temperature, okay, and there is a melting of sodium chloride, and Na plus and Cl minus ions are formed in the melt. This Na plus ions are migrated towards cathode and Cl minus ions are migrated towards the anode. So at cathode there is a formation of the molten sodium, and at anode there is a evolution of chlorine gas, and these are the reactions involved at respective electrodes. At cathode, Na plus gets reduced and there is a formation of sodium, and at anode this chloride, it is oxidized and there is a formation of chlorine gas. So in this way, during the extraction of sodium from sodium chloride, molten sodium is obtained at cathode. It is further collected and purified. So this is what is electrometallurgy. In next video we are going to discuss the hydrometallurgy.